welcome back to the MagCast, post-apocalyptic 3 weeks edition. Today we have our lovely crew. We have Iggs, Dre, and Lantis, and myself, Feore / SuperOrangeGamer.
No, you're not. You're not here.
I'm here, damn it!
No, you're not.
Where else would I be right now? Like
the same place you've been for the last 3 weeks?
Oh,
right.
George House.
Not here.
That's hurtful, guys. Like, come on. Last week was all Lantis having to go eat things.
Shut up.
You shut up. But anyways, we kind of changed. Well, I changed the format again, and I got rid of the segments because it felt really stilted and kind of boring. So now you just get us off the leash.
Yeah, that whole awkward pause when we were changing segments.
Yeah,
like,
good times.
We're like, we don't actually hear a jingle, so we were like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just kind of like when you're all in a room and you're just looking at each other, like.
I think that at least the "What have you been doing" icebreaker has always been at least.
The whole show is pretty much going to be "What have you been doing?" sprinkled with what people are interested in.
We've got some things to talk about, especially since it's been almost a month since we've done this.
Yeah. That being said, Iggs, do you want to start us off with what you've been doing in this time period?
In this time period, I have been working on the mag, of course. Getting closer to the finishing line.
Yeah,
that's good. That's a good thing.
I can vouch for it. It's coming along something fierce.
I got and finished The Last of Us.
Oh man,
Such
dude,
a good game. That
ending. Oh, I am so glad. Like a few days ago, like after we beat it, I finally got to gush. You know. It's we can't talk about it. It's so
like a schoolgirl, this guy.
Yeah, but the thing is, and it sucks that we can't talk about it, but me and him actually saw the ending like 2 totally different ways. We disagreed with one another, yet we both loved the ending. It's really cool.
I think everybody's going to come out of the ending with their own take, and that's really good for for games in general, really.
Is the game super scary during actual gameplay? Because I want to see a story, but...
It's not scary, really.
It's a Zombok.
Yeah.
It's exactly what you would expect from a Zombok.
Is it more survival horror, or is it more Left 4 Dead? I guess is my question.
It's like Left 4 Dead, but it's like Left 4 Dead Assassin's Creed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was like Left 4 Dead Uncharted.
Or Left 4 Dead Uncharted. Yeah, like there's a lot of stealth involved.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, someone needs to let's play
it. I'm sure somebody already has.
But the thing is, you don't even have to really do too much stealth, though. You could. It's possible to run and gun.
No, it is not. There are certain areas that I am absolutely certain there is no way you would make it out alive without sneaking through at least partial.
Well, maybe for you, Scrub Lord.
Oh, come on. No. The game really emphasizes, like, your materials. You cannot afford to run and gun. That is not something you can do.
Fine.
Yeah. Well, we disagree on that.
Yeah. That's another thing I guess we disagree on.
Well, no, I don't disagree because I totally stealthed it.
You piece of crap!
So yes, we're coming back from MagCon West, I believe. That was something.
Yeah, this is the first this is the first MagCast since the last MagCon.
MagCon West 2013 was a lot of fun. Got to meet a bunch of people.
I gotta say, I really liked the home setting versus the hotel setting. Like, it felt so much more personal, It was relaxed, laid back, and just all around a fun time. We were up till like one night we stayed up till 2 a.m., the next night like 3 a.m., then the next night 4 a.m., and it's like progressively
got worse. But it was so fun. And a big thank you to Insultabot for...
Indeed, thank you.
My God, he made all the food for us.
I can't imagine how much that... He actually learned how and prepared pulled pork sandwiches. Like, he learned how to prepare pulled pork from the shoulder of a pig.
Yep.
Like,
oh my God.
For MagCon, and he did an amazing job with that as well. It was delicious.
It was amazing.
He served steaks. He served breakfast full of bacon and pancakes and
Sounded like
eggs.
a very meaty MagCon. Lots of like a total sausage fest.
Yeah, it kind of was.
Well, Tutmos was there.
So, he had no complaints.
I'm just kidding, Rand. I love you all. You're all good.
Well, yeah, we made sure to mount our friends.
Yeah. You need to see the group photo we did. It was good.
Yeah, and for those who don't know, Mount Your Friends is an indie Xbox Live indie game, and you mount your friends in little wiggly speedos.
Yeah, and it has rotary penis physics.
Yes, that's what every game needs, really.
It's disturbing.
Rotary.
It really is.
Oh my gosh, it's seriously, I have not laughed till I cried in years, but Mount Your Friends made me do it.
Yeah, if you check out the Mag's YouTube channel, you can see that video.
It's right there.
You actually played that? Oh yeah, you did play that.
Yeah, we all played it.
My gosh.
It was one of the decathlon games, and it was amazing.
One of my favorite parts of watching that, though, was getting to see Lantis use Kinect.
Oh yeah,
I love Waggle
that was
physics.
the best decathlon game. Just watching everyone doing it, and Lantis was like a pro.
What? Did I actually win that?
I thought you won that one.
I can't believe that. I should be ashamed of myself.
Like the way he got down the floor, he looked like he was just so serious. He was down there like a little ninja with his hands down, crouched all the way down. It was
Shut
so
up!
funny.
Leave me alone!
Father, I failed you!
So,
It's not like
X,
like it.
anything else other than freaking Last of Us?
Yeah, V6.
Oh, yeah, V6 stuff?
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
What are you talking about?
I'm asking you if there's anything else other than Last of Us and V6.
Did I mention Bayonetta? I finished that. I think I talked about it before.
I think you mentioned that 3 weeks ago.
Did, 3 weeks ago.
Okay. Well, I can't think of anything else.
Oh, all right.
Atlantis, did I miss something?
No, I don't think you missed anything. You're good.
Does Lantis keep a live journal of your life?
Yeah, I keep I keep all documentation on all activity on Ixion.
There are a lot of tasks that Lantis must do as head of forums.
I tell you.
Yeah, that's one of them. He follows them around with a pen.
Yeah, he's the secretary of Ixion.
Secretary of Iggs.
Yeah.
So how about you, Dre?
Yeah.
What's up?
I've been up to a few things, a couple not video game related, but I'll mention those anyway. This morning I just finished watching the rest of the original Dragon Ball series.
Ooh,
Oh,
good
gosh.
series.
Yep, I own all the DVD sets of that and just finished the last one. Eventually I'll move on to DBZ Kai and check that out for the first time.
I can't believe how perverted Dragon Ball is.
I know, right? Especially the first season.
Honestly, Dragon Ball versus Dragon Ball Z and GT, all the stuff in there is so tame, sexually. But in Dragon Ball, it is so perverted.
It's balls to the wall, literally. Pants come flying off. Balls.
Goku actually pats people's crotches in order to check if they're a boy or a girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Bulma's sitting there flashing Master Roshi and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow, I didn't know it was like that.
It was.
Yeah.
It was like that.
Honestly, thinking about it, if you're creating a new IP, because that's the first time DBZ or DB in general hit the scene, you gotta freaking do what everybody else does and throw sex in there just to get views. It's the equivalent of throwing a cleavage shot in your thumbnails on YouTube.
Yeah, I should start doing that. Really.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
you should. You get like 100,000 views, but no content, just 100,000 views for that. Lances, that's what we need to do for the race.
The races. That's it.
That's the key.
I'll draw a girl in a bikini pertinent to every race.
Yes. This is brilliant. We'll be famous.
So many views. I can't hold all these views.
Sorry, Trey. If you'd like to continue.
Yeah, it's actually going to be kind of interesting seeing the transition from Dragon Ball to Dragon Ball Z. In that last fight in Dragon Ball, Goku did that whole standing in place yelling for the first time.
Oh, yeah.
It becomes a staple in Z.
Oh, yeah. Classic.
Along with overcomplicated attacks.
Yeah.
That started with the Piccolo fight at the end of Dragon Ball.
Well, it was technically Piccolo's father, whose name was still Piccolo, so...
King Piccolo.
King Piccolo.
Right.
Who would like to portray himself as a demon when he's really just an alien.
A slug.
That's another thing. When I hit Dragon Ball Z Kai, it's going to be so different. I'm used to abridged right now.
Dude, abridged? I don't think I'll be able to ever go back to the original series. If ever I want to watch Dragon Ball in any, iteration, I'm going to watch abridged.
There's got to be abridged.
There you go.
Abridged is a better DBZ than DBZ is.
It is. It really is, and I cannot believe how, clever their writing is. Somebody needs to get those guys a paycheck and get them writing shows. They are funny. Legitimately funny.
They are. But it's really unique, though, because if the original series had never aired, they wouldn't have had anything to make fun of.
But
still.
That should be a launching point for a freaking career for those guys. I honestly think they could have the chops.
Yeah. They could use it as a demonstration piece, a portfolio piece, if nothing else.
Well, probably not, since that's copyrighted.
No. You can use it as a portfolio piece because you're not making money off of it.
That's true.
Well, you could be using it to get a job to make a lot of money.
Yeah, exactly. But you, of course, you wouldn't keep working on the same thing. You would just stop that and then get a job and do a real thing. But anyway, go ahead.
We're gonna keep cutting Dre off every 2 sentences. So go ahead, Dre.
Yeah. Along with that.
Anyway, so anybody does Sorry. I'm sorry.
But anyway, along with that.
Continue.
Shut up.
Shut up, Lantis. You're out.
I'm probably going to be mentioning this a lot in the coming weeks, but 5th anniversary of my Let's Plays. It's going to be happening here shortly.
There was a teaser. You should see it.
Celebrate good times. Come on.
Da 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 da. Yahoo!
And in fact, I'm in the middle of working on a trailer that reveals the game of choice that I'll be doing for my 5th anniversary. I was kind of hoping to have it finished by this point so I could tease you three with it, but I had a little trouble figuring out what clips I wanted to include in it, so it didn't get finished. But it should be finished Monday or Tuesday. And
I look forward to that.
Okay.
I do as well.
When are you starting the 5th anniversary celebration?
Yeah, actually, I should probably explain what the 5th anniversary even is.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, 5 years ago, I started my first Let's Play. That's what I'm celebrating.
Yep, that's it. Explanation done. If you thought it was going to be a long explanation, you were wrong.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Well,
And it all started with my own game, Jester's Hunt, because I figured that would be a good game to get practice Let's Playing with, because I don't have to concentrate on, okay, so what's going on here? I already know the game inside and out, so I can focus on the commentary and that sort of thing.
Unless you're like eggs with survival.
Ha!
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I forgot everything about it.
I didn't forget
like
everything
10
about
years.
Justice Hunt.
Hmm.
Yeah,
In
I was
fact, I
playing it for
still
the first
remember
time.
where everything is. But anyway,
Well, good for you, Dre. I guess everybody who makes games should know where everything is in their games.
yes, they should.
I agree.
Granted, it kind of helps that it's the only game I really completed. I mean, Ixion,
least
you
you
made
have
what,
one.
3? 4? How many games have you made? I know it's more than
I
one.
think it's 2, isn't it?
It's 2.
I
Survival
made
and
2.
Return to Ixia.
Yeah. Yeah.
We should also count Arc Aerith. It's not finished,
That's
but
not
it's
finished.
mostly finished, right?
Mostly, and
Yeah.
I don't have anything nice to say about it right now, so I'm just going to keep my mouth shut about it.
I just have my little Halloween game.
I
I'm good
promised
with
in the
that.
chat like last week that I would stop complaining about RPG Maker 1, and I plan to kind of keep to that. Because Mom always said, if you don't have something nice to say, you don't say nothing at all.
Screw that. But anyway,
Oh,
to
nuts.
answer your question, the anniversary is on October 7th.
Ooh.
Just a little over 2 weeks from now.
Yep.
And
good.
let's see, is there anything else? No, yes, no, no. I think that's it.
Alright, you know what that means, Lantis. It's your time to shine.
It's my time to shine. Okay. Well, actually, I don't really have a lot. I've been playing a lot of Tales of Xillia lately, and I have got to say that this is the first time I've fallen in love with a modern RPG since Radiant Historia.
That's big praise.
I don't know what it is about it, but I genuinely think that the Tales of series is leading the forefront of modern RPGs. They are the standard now. And that's not saying a bad thing, like that's a lower standard than what it used to be. I'm just saying they're good. Like I find myself doing like sensible chuckles at the writing, little
Oh,
quips
absolutely.
and it's just the combat flows so well. It incorporates all the things that you would expect out of a modern RPG today. Like old school is random encounters that you can't see, and people don't like that anymore, so all the encounters are visible on the screen. But you would think that would encourage people to avoid fights. But in fights, you get net like experience, skill points, money, generic items that you can use to upgrade item shops to bring in new items as well as drop price on current items. And it's just like there is so much reward for fighting, and fighting is fun that you don't avoid the fights. So it just works out so well. The characters are likable. Rowan is awesome, by the way. Whenever he is my favorite character so far. So yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with that, and I'm looking forward to continuing it. Other than that, today I got a Wii U.
Oh my god.
Oh, to the M to the G.
Guys. I got the Zelda Special Edition. It's the higher end model at the lower end model's cost, but it comes packed in with Wind Waker HD as well as Radiant Historia. Pause. But Radiant Historia isn't an actual book, it's a digital download. That's kind of a really...
Wait, are we talking the same Radiant Historia, like the DS game?
Oh, I'm sorry.
He meant Hyrule
Historia. Wow,
Historia.
That's a little bit how my brain works, by the way.
No, it's all good. I was like, what? Why did they pack that DS game in?
Yeah, they packed in a DS game.
Oh my god,
the Wii U.
Digital.
Honestly,
It's
that
the
would be
first.
better than the frickin' Radiant Historia. God, I did it again. Hyrule Historia. Because, when I first found that sold me so hard, and then I read the fine print that it was a digital download, and then I was like, aww.
Oh.
Dang it. I mean, I'll still read it, but That's lame. That is so lame. Because that's the kind of swag that gamers like us want to hold tangibly and put on a shelf and showcase and
I think
share.
they should have packed it in. That would have been awesome.
It's just it hurts in a way. But the thing is, for the price, like for $300 for a high-end model Wii U. The black model, it comes with a special edition gamepad that kind of has the same Zelda kind of calligraphy and icons as the special edition 3DS Zelda one.
Yeah, it reminded it of...
which I also have that as well.
Exactly. Yeah, I do too. So it's like, I gotta have it.
Yeah, it's kind of... They all match.
But
I have it in the living room, and I will probably be playing a good bit of that this weekend. So I've got, obviously, Wind Waker HD. My wife picked up Nintendo Land, Rayman Legends, and New Super Mario Bros. Wii U.
Those seem pretty solid.
I got to play that next week.
Yeah, you do.
Woohoo!
Yaha! Yippee!
You should tell us your experiences with Super Mario Wii U, considering it's just another new Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah, you know what? I am so
lot.
glad that we live in a day and age when all modern consoles have the ability to allow friends that might not live close together, say, like in Texas and in Arkansas, to connect and kindle...
Oh, I see how it is.
Yeah. I'm just saying, I would love to play Wii U with you guys, but we can't because Nintendo, for some reason, doesn't think it's important to have online. It just hurts me so bad. I would have had this thing day one.
Day zero, I would have completely...
I regret buying it day zero because they did this to me. I love special edition crap. I feel like I got kicked in the teeth. But I don't care because I still got the Zelda one. Because I love it.
Well, to be fair, it's your own dang fault for buying a launch console.
Well, it's true, but after...
Was that a Brental Floss song? There was I think, a Brental Floss song where he did a Schoolhouse Rock parody about never buy a console at launch.
Yeah, because there's always some big special edition now. Like, Nintendo's been swinging those out more so than any other generation this gen.
Yeah.
So many of them.
They need to get those sales in.
Yeah.
Get
well, what about you,
sales.
Faye? What you been doing?
How you doing?
How you doing?
I've basically just been... Oh my god, what have I been doing?
What have I been doing with my life?
I'm not stalking you. What makes you think I'm stalking you?
Oh.
What are you going to do with your life?
Oh god!
No.
Seriously, I've been playing, and I'm a big dork, I've been playing the Vocaloid game on PS3, and I like it a lot. Project Diva. I have no shame. I ain't got no shame. And I got Diablo 3 to play with a friend who doesn't have the PC version, who doesn't have a computer that will really run it. And it's a really good port. I like it. It's relaxing on the wrists.
I would like to play that, but I don't want to start over.
I know, right? It feels
my monk,
horrible.
Like, I am proud of my monk. My level 60 monk with all the freaking gear that I got.
That's when we first started hanging out more. That was awesome. That was like,
that was a turning point. It was good stuff.
And now I'm level 6, and I don't got crap, and I look like a banana, because I have yellow armor, and just hitting stuff.
And there's no
daggers.
auction house.
No auction house, and they're getting rid of it on the PC one next year.
Yep. Which, so, I'm a little curious about how they're going to handle that, though. Because the game, like, you're not going to find gear, the best kind of gear for your character without the auction house. The level 60 monk that I have, like, every single bit of gear that he has on him has high dex, high strength, and high in it, like, all resist and high
Yeah.
fire, because he has that one ability that, you know, it matches your resistance to the
That
highest
is
single
an
stat.
amazing thing to take.
I think it's one with everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've been stacking those 4 stats on every single thing I could find in you could get out of the auction house, and because of that, I've got a build that can handle its own in Inferno mode, which is the hardest difficulty, which I still haven't beaten. I'm like halfway through Act 2, and I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna get back to playing the PC one too. That's
Yeah.
what I've decided. I will do that eventually. But
Let me know.
I will. I will definitely let you know. The last thing, and this is the biggest thing actually, I've been doing RPG Maker Challenge again, where I play random PC Maker games and see how they are, and I stream it, and it's just, you just go, there's no editing whatsoever, it's all uncut.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been doing that and putting them on my YouTube, and I'll probably do some of those later. So that's about it.
I've had somebody asking me about playing his game, and I was like, I can't do that right now. I'm busy with the anniversary. I don't want to do requests for a while. So I pointed him in your direction.
Wait, whose direction? Lantis's?
No, yours.
Ah!
Well, I don't really Let's
I'll do
Play
it. That'll be
anymore,
brutal.
so...
Dre, you'd be proud of me.
But speaking of all, we're all for racing Mario RPG right now.
Yeah,
I think
that's
part 1 will be up by the time this is up, so...
Yeah.
It depends on when this is going up, because...
Well, this will be up by Monday, so part 1 should be up if
then
you're
it will start this Friday. But this is the first time that we've been mid-race and able to kind of talk about it.
Yeah,
because we most of the time we do this all in kind of one sitting. So
yeah, we only
me and Nix were
more
talking
parts.
about like where we're going with our builds and what we're planning to do and how we're planning to
dorks.
Yeah. It's real dorky.
I like that stuff though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You leave me alone.
No. I'm gonna catch up and beat you. By the way, kind of
By the way,
spoilers.
Yeah, Ix was talking some mad stuff at the beginning.
Oh yeah, he was like, "I'm
gonna win.
I'm number one."
Yeah, it's kind of interesting to be talking about this race, and we haven't actually finished it yet. So
yeah, so we don't know what's gonna happen.
No,
I'm just waiting. I'm waiting because at any point, Dre could have easily passed me, right? Like, he's just like, this is optional. I'm just going to go grab this real quick. And, I adjust ahead. Then he catches up real close to me again, like, well, this is over here. I'll go grab this, too. And I'll pull ahead. Like, I am almost certain that you're toying with me, Dre. I'm almost certain.
No, it's part of the strategy. I got, over 60 flower points. I was able to amass a large amount of gold. I was able to buy that, whatever thing that lets you run from battles, the Sia.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you're sitting there with 30 flower points, not a lot of money, and no Sia, so if you hit a random encounter, you have to hope that you are able to run. So it's going to be interesting to see if my strategy beats yours.
It probably will.
Well, yeah, because Lantis never wins anything.
It's true. No, it's true. It's fine. It's fine. Whatever.
No, I'm just telling the truth.
Yeah, and I agree with you.
Just because Lantis can never win anything and his dick's really small doesn't mean that he is not a human being.
You know what? You go ahead. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
You say whatever makes you feel better for being in the place you are. I don't want to spoil.
I think people can infer.
Yeah, I know. I did a really bad job.
I'll keep it a secret for now.
I'll keep that a secret for now.
So we're gonna keep this, hush hush, like that chick from Metal Gear Solid 5.
Her name is not. Her name is not Hush. She's called Quiet.
Silent, quiet.
You know what I like to call her? Cleavage. Ass cleavage, boob cleavage, cleavage.
Whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, she...
So if you're not aware,
Hideo
Kojima has been working on Metal Gear Solid 5, and has leaked a few of the characters. I guess it's not really leaked if he willingly put it out.
Yeah.
Right. But there's a character called Mute, silent, hush, shush,
quiet,
whatever, and she is a sniper.
Which makes
that
sense.
Wears like a bikini top.
Yeah, for cosplay.
But she wears like full camo pants and suspenders and totes this big like 50 cal sniper rifle, right?
I'm
and
like the only one
people
not
are
surprised.
freaking up in arms. Objectification of women. This is not right. Gender equality. Roar!
Here's my thing. I am a feminist and all that jazz, but Japanese games, you know what you're getting into. You know! There's mechas, there's bikinis, it happens. But what bothered me was how he was like, Kojima just doesn't want to own up that it's just fan service. He won't give it up.
Oh, like, whatever. It's not like we don't know.
I know, he just keeps coming up with these excuses. It's just
Whatever.
funny to watch.
Well, yeah, sure. It's fan service, but everybody's ignoring how in Metal Gear Solid 2, Raiden was butt naked. Just
Male equality!
He was doing cartwheels while bare-assed. I don't know.
I have not played that game.
If you pause it just right, dude is spread eagle.
Yeah, he is spread
Ew!
friggin' eagle.
No!
And
I'm not playing it.
So, yeah, Quiet hasn't done anything near that, and nobody bitched at that for happening because nobody cares.
So, what I want to point out real quick.
I'm not really complaining. I'm just saying, like, we all know why it's there.
Right. And here's what gets me more than anything else is the white knights that have been backing up all the femme hate. Like they're like, oh no, this objectification is terrible. I'm so sorry for my gender,
Yeah. Oh my god, that is the worst. But
well, I can kind of see it, but really, it's
here's the
no
thing.
consequence to me. It's not like I'm gonna play it.
Like these same dudes are sitting here under the banner of hating women objectification, will immediately, right after making that post, switch over to like RedTube or Pornhub and just indulge in that,
Don't
right?
get me started on male feminists, man.
So what my problem is
stuff.
with this is, like, they'll be like, I can't stand the objectification of women, because a woman is in a bikini top. Yet they'll watch porn, which has fully naked women getting banged. What do you think is more objectification than that? like lewdly dressed or straight up sex?
They have to pick their battles, don't you know?
I'm just saying, that's like, it's like...
It's stupid.
That's double standards. With the
argue.
Power level over 9,000,
That is inconsequential. A video game character like that is inconsequential. It's not like Peach is in, like, a bikini and has her
No. But I'm just saying, like, porn, by nature, is the most objectification
I agree.
of a woman's body that there possibly is. If a single one of those freaking white knights have ever watched porn, period, they have no right to say a single word. Not one word. Not even a syllable. Not a letter. Not even, they can't even draw in a breath to begin speaking.
I don't even think this whole Quiet thing is even worth all the crap it's been getting, really, like, in comparison to
whatever. It's
all
hype
this
for
other,
MGS5.
Yeah, all these other things that are great that are going on right now. And
I'm glad.
So great.
I'm glad that that's happening for Metal Gear Solid 5. My thing is, you know what? I am a red-blooded man, and I like some tits and ass in my games. And you know what else? I'm going to buy the game. I'm going to buy what I like. If people have a problem with the way all that's portrayed, then don't buy the game.
Honestly, I would just like some more alternatives, like Beyond Good and Evil, where the characters are a little bit more interesting, but that's about it.
Sure.
Oh, don't even get me started on that. The fact that there are almost just as many good female characters that are not objectified and are strong female roles, all these feminists and all these white knights completely overlooked.
I have to mention this, because there was some interview, I don't know what, but the guy was like, "Oh, well, there's plenty of normal female models, like,
but the percentages
say
are
Shannon
absolutely
and all that."
skewed towards dude fantasies over chick fantasies. I mean, you can't
Well, you know
argue
why?
that.
It's because the gaming industry is mostly dudes, and dudes who are in the industry are going to make. So they're going to make what they want to see. If women care, if they actually care, and aren't just bitching because they bitch about it, then they'll do like Clamp did when Clamp was like, okay, we don't like what this is, we're gonna make our own stuff. And what did they do? They started making money.
Because here's the thing, male dominated, is that why women are quitting and stuff, because they pitch ideas and they get shit on and then they leave. And they're starting their own stuff finally.
Yes, do that.
Well, here's the thing. X mentioned this to me, and I was like, you know what I want to see? I want to see freaking a group of women that all of them completely agree that women are portrayed poorly in video games, they're objectified, they're damsels in distress, and we're sick of it. I would love just to get all of them together in one company, one facility, give them, free of charge, just give them $100 million.
I wish.
And say, here you go. You think you can improve gaming? You think you can make all this better? Here you go. Let's see it. Let's produce the game, and let's see how well it does.
A game that really doesn't have any of that stuff, but I'm one person, and I'm not going to go shilling out for money because, I'm one person, but it's just going to take time to change the dynamic, and I think we are getting some more interesting stories. Like, it's not just about women, it's like race and just variants of the narrative. Like, how many games have a white guy just chilling on the front cover? I mean, we've grown comfortable in this, but I'm just saying, man, if you get more diversity, like, that can't be a bad thing, man. And you can still have the other stuff.
Right. It's just, I think, it's making a problem out of nothing.
The thing is, like I was saying earlier, Clamp, I really respect them. It's an all-female company who started making mangas because they didn't like what it was. They didn't bitch to the establishment and say, "Oh, why are you not making stuff for us?" They said, "You know what? We'll make it ourselves."
By the way, if you don't know, Clamp is the company that has made both anime and manga alike. They have made Chobits, Magic Knights Ray Earth, and a few. Yes, a few other things
as well.
Tsubasa Chronicles.
They have a lot of different things. They made all these stuff. I actually like Magic Knight Ray Earth and Chobits. So those are really good. I like them.
That's what I'm saying.
Tsubasa Chronicles is good stuff too.
If this happens, we stand to profit. We get more games and crap to play.
Yeah, but the thing is, they made a company and then they made it successful.
Yeah.
Like everybody right now is talking about why aren't the big companies right now making it for that when they should start like making it themselves. It would be like me staying at the pavilion and bitching that the pavilion is not like the MAG.
Absolutely. I just think manga is much older.
Didn't you do that?
Games are relatively newer, so it's going to take time. I mean, just give it like 10 years.
Yeah, so I left, made the MAG, here we are today. So I don't like the whole, you need to change because you have to change. No, make the change you want to see.
I basically vote with my wallet.
So what do we do about Final Fantasy then?
you
don't buy it.
You don't buy it.
You don't buy it.
We have to make our own Final Fantasy. We have to call it.
Yeah, exactly. People
we have to call it.
You know what you do about Final Fantasy? You don't buy Final Fantasy, and you go buy Tales of games. Get Vesperia, get Graces.
That's exactly
get
what
Xillia.
I'm talking about. Like, look at Lightning Returns. Like, oh, we improved
Spoiler
our
Returns.
boob physics.
Spoilers!
And then look at the Tales of Xillia 2. Which game do you want? I mean, come on. It's just like, I know people say sex sells, but it doesn't always win out. Like, look at Lightning Returns and Tales of Xillia. You want character development, or do you want boob physics?
Boob physics? No, it's conditional boob physics.
Oh, conditional, I'm sorry.
It's based on outfit that Lightning wears.
Oh man, I can't wait to see that Mikote outfit.
Her boob physics actually change dynamically based on her outfit.
They spent money on this. They have spent money developing this engine over developing good games.
Like, alright, Final Fantasy X-2, like, they also had outfits that change, but they didn't have dynamic, conditional boob physics
Final
for
Fantasy
each
X2
outfit.
is freaking fun. I like that.
Oh, wow.
I'm not ashamed.
It's a good way to actually segue, because Square Enix...
Hold on. Dre was saying something, or trying to say something.
Yeah?
I wanted to hear the thought.
I got a good question. Do you think for these boob physics, they actually took the time to stare at women's breasts to find out how they jiggle?
I think they motion capped
absolutely
them.
not.
Oh, no.
I don't think they do that. I think they just sit there in the actual 3D program, render out gravity and tension and all that stuff, and just shake them and say, that looks good. Let's go with that.
Yeah,
because Dead or Alive didn't actually look at real tits when they made theirs, because they have boob, like, they have their own freaking boob gravity. Like, they have their own orbits.
Next game, they're going to put planets around them, and you're going to play on the planets.
I always like to imagine
Super
that...
Mario Galaxy 3.
Like it returns again.
Yahoo!
Whoopee!
But yeah, just because this is relevant, Square Enix is releasing a Final Fantasy X collection. It has, it's the international version, or it will be an international version, so it'll have content that we didn't get originally. It's in HD, and it features both Final Fantasy X and X-2. I probably will pass up on it.
The PS3 version, anyway.
We have it pre-ordered.
But
on
the thing
Vita, they're
is,
separate.
like, I want to love Final Fantasy X-2, but I can't.
I'm going to get that just because I would like to play X-2 all the way through. I lost my save for Yellow Light of Doom.
Oh,
Yellow Light of Doom, so I lost it. So now I'll be able to play it again.
Yeah, and I got to tell you, Final Fantasy X-2, it's such a love-hate relationship, because the battle system is one of the most unique in the entire franchise.
It is. I like it.
It's so cool. It features the job class system of, say, Final Fantasy Tactics or Final Fantasy V, but it's turn-based combat.
And it's dynamic.
And you can change job classes in the middle of a fight.
Exactly. You just switch to Gambler or whatever you want.
Imagine Final Fantasy 13 if it didn't suck.
I know.
Like, there was no auto battle.
And they let you control
and
your
you could
characters.
individually change characters' job classes without having to change the rest of the parties. Like, you could do a paradigm shift in Final Fantasy 13, which changed everybody's job class to something you predetermined. But in Final Fantasy X-2, you could be like, I want to change this person to a white mage without changing the other two's job. Well, yeah, you can do that.
Yeah,
because Final Fantasy X-2 has an amazing job class system and battle system, and Final Fantasy 13 does not. And you could actually, and that's another thing, you could learn the abilities in X-2 like you would in Final Fantasy Tactics. Like, you acquire points, and you distribute them on things you want to learn, instead of Final Fantasy 13, where you have to learn everything in this individual track that you can't deviate from. It's just, it's
basically it's final hallway everywhere.
Right, but the thing is, Final Fantasy X-2 had a poor story.
Yeah, what can I do for you?
Any of the characters.
Yeah, what can I do for you?
Personality swap. Riku's as annoying as ever, and Pain, really.
I like Riku.
Right, like Pain. The Rule 63 Squall. So I've only played through X-2 once, and I fantasize with the idea of going back, but I just never do it.
Yeah, I'll say you fantasize in more ways than one, sir.
What can I do for you?
What can I do for you? I don't know, a little bit better of a story, bring this battle system back, because it's really freaking good. Thanks, Square.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But, you know what? We're talking about, like, you know, how would we do, like, Final Fantasy or something better than what's out there now? Well, I got a segue for us.
You're
creators...
You're going to mention Mighty Number 9, aren't you?
Yes,
yeah.
you asshole. Thank you for ruining
coming from
I ruined your segue. I'm really good.
I can't make Mega Man, so I'll make it better, and I'll make it mine.
Right, so Keiji Inafune left Capcom.
Inafune being the father of Mega Man.
Yes, the father of Mega Man. He left Capcom after trying to get Mega Man Legends 3 greenlit at Capcom and formed his own company called Concept. And now they have a Kickstarter that's been going on as of now for about 19 days, which is called Mighty Number 9. Basically, Mighty Number 9 is the evolution of the Mega Man series. Everything about it.
It's Mega Man without being Mega Man.
Yes. Right. It's what we all have wanted that Capcom has failed to produce.
Yeah, so it's a spiritual successor to the Mega Man series. And everything just looks really, really nice. And as of now, they had a $900,000 goal initially. It's at $2.3 million.
Which, wait, is that enough for the console releases?
Yes, the console releases are
confirmed. They are kicking butt.
Oh gosh, that they all right. So Mighty Number 9 is actually going to be released not only on PC but on all major platforms as well. Mm-hmm. This is awesome, guys.
Especially, I think
this is awesome.
But Iggs, is Shantae funded yet? Because last I checked, it was about 200 or 100,000 off.
Shantae is almost funded now. What happened is that it was it was lagging a little behind. I mean, not too many people know Shantae. But because NT Creates, which is the company or the developer that's helping Concept, they're working on both games. So there was actually a cross promotion a few days ago.
Yeah.
And now out of their original $400,000 goal, they're at 361.
They're close.
And some change. So they're gonna hit that goal. They have 13 days left too.
Yeah, I'm gonna be probably upping my what would I say, my pledge.
Yeah, I already got the for Mighty Number 9, I got the $60 physical physical box. I have to have it.
That's absolutely gorgeous. Like, have you guys seen some of the animations and all that stuff?
For Shantae?
No.
For Shantae? Yeah, Shantae looks amazing. It's an HD 2D animated game.
Let me guess. She's the damsel in distress, and she's objectified sexually, and because there's no women in gaming.
Shantae is what games should be, man.
No. She's all the things that you said, except not.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Because according to all the feminists and white knights, there are no games with strong female leads.
Well, there are some, but there's way more bald space marines and all that Dragon Ball Z crap.
Yeah, I love how being too pretty is offensive, but it's okay for guys to be too ugly, you know?
Hey, you know, it's sort of funny how
but being
in every game,
cool, don't you know, man?
In every game, guys are extremely handsome, extremely muscular, and they have all the right lines. That's sort of funny.
Iggs, wait a minute, man. You said they have all the right lines. Have you been looking?
Resident Evil 1.
I didn't know that was
all
a thing.
The right line.
Have all the right lines.
This is Chris's blood.
I don't think of that when I think of guys and the societal standard of beauty. Like, you have beautiful lines, baby.
What lines? No, I thought about, like, speech.
Oh, okay. I
by the way,
what the hell?
Body contours.
No, what? Why? How?
I don't know.
What?
What the hell?
I don't know. I thought you were looking at some chiseled ass abs, and you're like, "Those are some good lines."
Yeah. You're confusing me with Thutmose.
Wow.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Not the...
I didn't mean
it. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
but
There's nothing wrong
if
with
you
that.
allow me to segue, speaking of other developers that have once worked for a company that have left but are now working on their own thing, Shinji Mikami?
Oh my God! Go ahead.
Yeah?
Go ahead.
Oh, Shinji Mikami. Mikami was originally with Capcom as well, just like Inafune.
Oh man!
But he is the father of survival horror. He's made
God.
Resident Evil. He's worked closely with Resident Evil. He's worked on Dino Crisis. He did
Shit!
God Hand, I think.
Oh yeah.
And, like that game. But anyway, he is now working on a game called The Evil Within. And this guy is a freaking survival horror the way it was meant to be. Forget Resident Evil 4, 5, and 6, right? This is survival horror.
And that's what it is.
The
about
trailer
the end of the day.
looks
Good
so
games.
good.
Go your own way, make a good game. If
while
they're shitting on
Inafune is going the indie route and doing it himself, Mikami is on board with what is it, Bethesda?
Bethesda, yes.
Right.
Oh wow, that's an interesting choice.
Yeah.
It is.
So from Bethesda, they're their publishers. They're going to be publishing The Evil Within, and it's going to be a survival horror that looks like you're going to need to wear a pair of Depends to play, and I cannot wait.
I'm going to have to watch a Let's Play.
Oh, it's going to be good.
And you know what? This is going to be like one of the first HD survival horror type things. Like, is it coming out for a PS4 or?
It's all platforms. I think it's actually coming out on PS3 and PS4, as well as the 360 and Xbox One. I think it's.
What'd you say? Is it coming out for the original Xbox?
And I'm sorry, I meant Xbone.
What's that?
That is.
Is that a console? I don't.
Well, you know what? Maybe I can say the name of a different gaming platform that you will recognize. 2DS?
2DS.
Is that so familiar?
Oh,
Are you trying to do another segue?
Yes, this is
He's
another
really
segue.
trying.
Well, the thing is, we've got 3 weeks of stuff to cover, so I'm trying to hit everything.
Way to go.
yeah, the 2DS. I can't believe that.
All right, now, first of all, this is getting way too much crap, guys. This is a cheap 3DS that doesn't have 3D. Who uses the 3D anyways?
No, I don't have a problem with that, but just it doesn't have a clamshell design.
Yeah, I don't know why they did that.
Hey,
the kids are
you
going
know
to
where-
scratch that.
My 3DS is just sitting on a table, right? And you know where I'm
Whatever.
using it? Like, in bed. The fact that it doesn't fold over is just
But the
so
cases are going to
minute.
be so damn awkward. Like, I carry my crap in a purse or a pocket, so...
Yeah, well, it just depends. But I think handheld doesn't mean compact. Handheld means you can hold it in your hand.
Well, that is true. The Game Boys never had the clamshell.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Is that a 2DS in your hand, or are you just happy to see me?
Honestly, if I didn't have a 3DS, I'd bite. I would totally get
I
this.
think I would too, but I like the European colors better.
I wouldn't. I'm not buying because I need a place to put it, and it's not going to fit in the place that I would put it.
Oh,
That came out
come
wrong.
on! It's not like it's smaller than a freaking like a game case. Like a case, it's not that much bigger than a regular 3DS.
Well, I
That's
wouldn't
good.
know because I don't actually own a compare it to the Fat DS, the original Fat DS.
Was it Resident Evil? Like I have an
Compare
original.
for me because that's all I have is the original Fat DS.
Yeah,
It's
I don't.
smaller probably, but
Is
the
it?
fact is it's always open, so it takes up a little bit more real
Because
estate.
Whatever.
my
It's
DS
negligible.
if I I don't know, nailed my DS open, it would not fit in the space that I store it.
I think, I don't know. I think that deciding whether or not you're going to purchase a handheld based on if it will fit somewhere is kind of a poor, like bar to set for, if you're going to get a gaming platformer not. It should be about the games.
Well,
It's
yeah,
always about the games.
I just don't like the design. Not only is it not clamshell, but it looks like some kid's toy, which
You know,
It is a kid's toy!
It's a Tiger handheld.
All these things are toys.
Tiger
What we
handhelds,
play
that's
with
what it
are
reminds me of.
toys.
Dre, it's funny that you mentioned that because Insultabot, who's watching right now, mentioned that the 2DS is good for young kids.
Yeah,
the clamshell, they would break open the clamshell and all that stuff.
Does that happen? I have two little cousins. Both of them have either a DS or a 3DS, and they have not broken them in half that I'm aware of.
How old are they?
Let's see. One is like coming on 10 right now.
Oh, see,
But she's owned it for a couple of regular DS for a few years.
I don't have a problem with it. I would buy one if I didn't have a 3DS yet.
Yeah, and if you don't want, there's always still the regular 3DS, which would totally fit. Because it's small.
Oh, and the one who is 10, she also has one of those touch screen phone things, and the screen is broken. So
that's a completely story entirely because my wife can't go a year without breaking hers. There's already.
Are you serious?
I am not. I wish I was.
I just
kidding.
have scratches. Like that happens. Pockets.
She's got a huge freaking crack across her screen right now, and this is like her third phone.
Lanta, stop breaking your phones. Gosh.
I tell her. She doesn't.
I don't know why they don't have like protectors for these phones.
An OtterBox.
I have a little. She has an OtterBox. Those are like.
And she still breaks them.
I don't know how. I have barely any protection on mine.
I don't. No,
if my phone was a condom, it'd be a dollar store condom on the.
Yeah. No, I go without protection. It takes away all the feeling. No, my cell phone doesn't have a case, doesn't have a screen.
Yeah, I've seen it.
It is just a phone.
Lantis's phone is in the nude.
Yeah, and I like it like that.
Dirty,
you know
dirty
what?
slut.
My phone doesn't have a scratch, doesn't have a crack. It's fine because I take care of it.
Well, anyway, my feeling is I think the 2DS looks stupid, so I'm not getting it. Simple as that.
Well,
so you would rather pay more for a clamshell one because
I don't care.
I'm just saying, like if you had the money to buy one, or at least to buy the 2DS, you wouldn't buy it. You would rather get the clamshell one.
Well, look.
I mean, what's the difference? Like $50?
Well, look. The thing is, the 2DS is meant for one segment of the market. The 3DS is meant for like maybe our segment.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
So it's just different. It's the same experience. It's just a little different.
It's like all those consoles that don't have Wi-Fi now they're putting out, especially in Europe, for people who don't care about Wi-Fi.
Yeah, and by the way, my point came from Insultabot, and I totally stole it.
Okay. I figured it sounded a little bit too good.
Insultabot, you should be in this, buddy.
I'm joking, dude.
Why over here just making comments on the side of the chat? You need to get in this.
No, he can't.
We gotta get him back in.
His brother is sleeping.
Oh.
Yeah, but who's more important? Your one brother or your entire internet friends?
Entire internet friends.
Your entire internet friends.
Shut up! Guilt.
I'm
just trying to make him feel guilty.
Yeah, if you were in
really
here, you would be
job,
seeing this awesome picture that I have sitting up, and you can't see it, so nah.
Yeah, you can't see.
Oh no! Oh,
he's
saying he wants an invite. Can we do that?
Well, we're almost done actually now.
Doesn't matter. It's been done.
Well, there's yeah. Okay. Well, it's in already.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, I do have one thing. Oh, and so
Hey!
Oh my goodness! Now we have two explets.
Surprise
Two
visit,
explets.
MagCast. Welcome, Insultabot.
And of course, my dog barks to say hello.
Hello, dog.
Hi.
So, Insultabot, you want to say something?
Yeah, the 2DS is not for you. Don't get upset. Made for someone else. Don't worry about it. It's for the kids. They're gonna buy it. It's gonna be good for them. I'm not gonna buy it. I'm not a
But
kid.
we're video gamers. We're supposed
Exactly,
to
so buy
complain
the
about
2DS
trivial
plays video
things.
games.
Buy the one for you, and when you have kids that are breaking their expensive-ass toys, because they all have electronics now, you're going to buy them the ones that aren't going to break as often.
Yeah,
That's all I came in to
They
say.
should have actually made the 2DS like the shell of it. They should have made it out of the Nerf material.
Yeah, they have.
There's
actually
there are Nerf cases for it coming out. Yes.
Yeah, they already have them.
Yes.
If that's all you came in here to say, then that's kind of pointless because I am completely aware that I'm just saying I'm a video gamer. I complain because that's what video gamers do. It's
That is
fun.
true. Video
Yeah,
gamers
we need
do
to get
complain.
mad and angry and rant on the internet.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
Atlantis
completely
is all about
understand
that.
that, yes, this is meant for a younger demographic, and it probably is better for them, but, you know, I'm just being a gamer.
I don't know.
We
I don't
all
complain,
are.
Really, too
Word
much.
Fair enough.
Just drift through the well of life, follow the water like the leaf.
Just
It's
take
all
what
good.
I say with a grain of salt because half the time I don't know what I'm talking about anyway.
That's what
Well, I
makes
wasn't
it
in here
fun.
to call you out. I'm just in here to say. I mean, the whole internet is mad.
The whole internet.
I don't. I
listens
think
to
there
it
is
a lot.
nothing to be angry at.
I really don't get why everyone is mad about this.
There's
if it's
nothing.
not for you, don't buy it. It's done.
You know, we are gamers, Dre. And I'm going to do the final segue. I hope that Lexus won't beat me to it. Anyway, Yamauchi died.
Wow.
And everybody
The last
laughed.
minutes of the
Oh,
podcast.
my
Everybody laughed.
He was afraid I was gonna ruin his segue.
That was
So you
was
make
that
a joke.
segue? That was
I didn't make
a semi-joke.
I didn't make a joke.
All right. So
No.
that doesn't look really good in this.
Oh,
No,
come
no,
on,
no.
X. That
What
was
just
a joke.
happened
The way you delivered that news.
Yeah.
He died.
Yeah.
Somebody died.
No, I didn't laugh. All y'all laughed at how I said
Well,
it.
because it was
I said I
how
was
you
Presentation,
segued.
my friend.
Oh,
Presentation.
The only reason I said it so fast so that Lex wouldn't beat me to the punch.
Oh,
But, okay, so
sorry.
now
I
that
feel bad.
I can say that. Okay.
Okay.
So Hiroshi Yamauchi died. He was the head honcho at Nintendo for many years. He actually was one of the key figures behind reversing the video game decline of '84.
Yep.
Well, it's
The crash.
the crash of
Sorry.
'83. That '83
Well-
was when E.T. came out and did its
Right.
damage.
I'm sorry. '83. Yes. And then of course I was talking about Mario coming out in '84 and such, or '85, I think.
85.
Anyway. Yeah, so he died, and that's some sad times because if it wasn't for him leading Nintendo into the video game business instead of just the trading card business, the entire gaming world would be a radically different place.
Trading
Would we
cards
just
and
now be getting
Legos.
Atari?
Would there be a gaming industry?
Yeah, that's what
You-
I'm saying.
not just
Eventually-
that, but it pushed computing as well. So would we have smartphones?
Would we?
I think eventually our technology would have hit that point. Eventually. Maybe not as soon, but eventually.
And the people he employed, like Miyamoto and Hip Tanaka,
Revolutionaries.
I mean, these guys made video games. The founding principles of video games are pretty much all from, well, probably like Pong a little bit, but platformers that's Mario.
Yeah.
Right.
There's no
That's-
denying that.
And adventure games and all this other stuff.
Mm.
It's probably safe to say, without exaggerating, that this guy was one of the most important people in recent history.
Right. As
Yeah.
far as like our pastime, our hobby, what we consider a big portion of our
Yeah,
life.
we argue about this hobby, but we all have it and we all love it because of this man.
Yeah. I am so sorry for
I actually
laughing.
just went back to
Yeah.
Nintendo for the first time since SNES.
Yeah. Oh wow. Is that true?
Huh.
Yeah. I just
oh yeah,
ordered
you
my Wii U.
yeah. You got the Zelda edition as well, didn't you?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
awesome.
It's now the MAG edition.
Yes.
Everyone has it.
So there we go.
Yeah.
that's-
Well, maybe by version 7 we'll have the MAG Wii U2.
If only they had online.
Just wait for it when I start kicking your butt in Mario Kart 8, son.
Oh my god!
Oh,
I'm not
gosh.
looking forward to that.
Assuming they keep the online.
Oh, they will.
They
You
better.
say that.
They are.
I
They are.
say
I
it
would
because I
be
know.
incredibly surprised if they took away online. They've had
Yeah.
it since the regular DS game.
Yes,
Yeah.
but they freaking don't employ it like anywhere. Like there is no reason for any of the multiplayer games on the Wii U not to have online.
All right,
The same
There's
the
simply
same can be
no.
said across the board if you look at individual games such as Rayman Origins and Legends.
Yeah. Well, look, before we jump into that, because I know we all have
Yeah.
plenty to say, to finish a note on Yamauchi, Hip Tanaka actually made 2 tracks as a memorial, I suppose, for the guy. So one of the tracks is his rearrangement of the ending of Super Mario Land.
Oh, wow.
Like,
And the other is
wow, you're going straight to hell.
Straight to hell, sir.
So when God strikes you with a lightning bolt when I'm at your house next week, I'm going to move out the way. But and the other one is from Kid Icarus. So I thought that was really, especially the Mario Land one, the Mario Land ending. Like I haven't heard it in a while, but I was like, my feels.
Mario Land has such good
Feelings
music.
overwhelmed you.
My feels. It touched me in the feels.
I was like, respect. Like,
Yeah, seriously. Any gamer owes it to respect that guy and give a moment of silence.
Yeah, even you, freaking Madden and Call of Duty fans.
Yeah, even you.
Yeah.
Madden started out on Super Nintendo,
It
and
did.
Genesis, but also Super
Still.
Nintendo.
So I say thanks to Hiroshi.
Yeah,
Indeed.
Hats off.
Hats off.
hats off.
All right, we've hit the hour mark or so I think we're gonna have to get out of here for this week.
That sounds good to me.
I think
All
we
right.
hit everything we wanted to.
Yeah, I think we're caught up.
Yeah, we are, I think.
And Salt, you should be here more often, man.
I will do my best.
Please.
I was kind of
We
hoping to
love
touch
you.
up on random encounters, but maybe some other time.
We will hit that up next week. We will do that. We will do a full thing on that.
Yeah, I think we'll have more time to just ramble since
Yeah.
we've covered all the big news things
Yeah.
today.
All
See
right.
you next
We
week.
Well-
better do this next week.
Wow. Threats?
Threats. We got threats.
All right,
Alright.
guys. We'll catch you up next time.
Yeah, you can't even say
time.
next week. You can't even say next week. You can't even
I
say
know.
next week.
I'm sorry.
All right, everybody. That's the MagCast for 9/20/2013, and we'll see you this year.
2020,
More like 23.
2013.
I know. I said this year, so you have to say it. We have to do another one this year.
We'll do it live.
Uh,
Peace.
Maybe one more.